This is not a religious story, it's a human story about exhaustion, searching, and finally rest. I didn't grow up a Christian. I didn't go looking for Jesus. But somehow, he found me. Hi, this is Elena. Welcome to How I Met Jesus, where I share my story of being found when I didn't even know I was lost. Today is my very first episode, so I want to begin by introducing myself. I was born in China. For the first 30 years of my life, China was the center of my world. From the outside, my life looked strong. I was capable, responsible, the good girl, obedient, reliable, the person everyone knew they could count on. I worked hard, leading teams at a large e-commerce company. I took risks, carried pressure, delivered results. Slowing down was never an option. You probably know someone like that. Maybe you are that person, the strong one, the dependable one, the independent one, the one who always seems okay, even when she isn't. But here is what people don't often see. Strength is heavy. And for me, it was exhausting. Not just tired after a long day exhausted. I'm talking about a deeper kind of tired. The kind sleep doesn't fix. The kind you carry quietly, deep inside. And sometimes a question would rise in my heart. If I stop holding everything together, will anything hold me? Absolutely not. I didn't think so, so I never stop. I pushed harder, I achieved more success, tried to control every outcome, plan every detail of my life. Because control made me feel safe, and independence felt safer than relying on anyone else. I looked powerful, but I was not at peace. In relationships, I became the giver, the fixer, the one who stayed longer, tried harder, loved deeper. Somewhere inside me was a quiet belief. If I love enough, if I prove my worth, I won't be abandoned. So I overgave, overextended, ignored my own needs. And when things still didn't work, I didn't blame anyone else. I blamed myself. Maybe I'm still not enough, right? My parents were Buddhist, so spirituality was always somewhere in the background of my life. I grew up believing that life is a path of self-cultivation. You endure hardship. You improve yourself. You become better over time. So that's what I did. I worked on myself constantly, tried to grow, tried to be stronger, tried to be smarter, always becoming someone better. I was always reaching for the next version of myself, but I never felt held exactly as I was. I always striving, but rarely felt safe. Always improving, but never at peace. I knew how to persevere, but I didn't know how to be held. In 2021, during COVID, an unexpected work opportunity brought me to the United States. At first, it was only supposed to be temporary, but pretty quickly, something about life here felt different. Slower, more spacious, like I could finally breathe. So I asked my company to sponsor a work visa. Lucky me, I stayed here. What I didn't understand back then was this. Moving to a new country doesn't just change your address, it changes you emotionally, mentally, even spiritually. Looking back now, I can see that I was almost naive. I truly believed I was stepping into a beautiful new chapter of my life, a new country, new opportunities, a life I had worked so hard to build. But what I didn't realize was this: life wasn't just being rebuilt, it was about to break me open. Because sometimes, before you found God, everything you built has to fall apart. And that is where my real story begins.